Part 3. I thought about it for a long time, uncertain whether I was overthinking things or if something was truly wrong. Eventually, I just turned off the laptop and went outside. Jason's parents were in the main room watching TV, with the volume turned up loud. I quietly slipped out, and they didn't even notice. I took the mountain path behind Jason's house directly up to the hillside. Standing at the midpoint, I could see the entire village spread out below. While I was mentally mapping out the terrain and trying to find another way out of the village, I suddenly heard a strange voice behind me. My son, my son. I immediately spun around and saw a woman with matted hair like a bird's nest standing behind me. Her sudden appearance startled me, and I instinctively stepped back. The woman stared at me with an urgent expression. My son, have you seen my son? I shook my head. I'm sorry, I haven't seen your son. Before I could finish, the woman looked at me frantically. My son, he's fair-skinned with big eyes, about this tall. He's so cute. You really haven't seen him? Then where did my son go? The woman spoke faster and faster, gesturing as she talked. I was stunned, and just as I didn't know what to do, a strong hand suddenly grabbed my wrist and pulled me away. When I turned, I saw Jason. Jason frowned at me. She's the village crazy woman. Don't get too close to her. He pulled me down the mount. At the foot of the mountain, Jason sighed and told me, this woman is known throughout the village. Don't believe anything she says. I nodded and asked, what happened to her? Where is her family? Jason looked at me. Years ago, she had a child. But when she took the child up the mountain to harvest corn, the child accidentally fell off a cliff and died. They never even found the body. This woman couldn't accept it. Her husband also divorced her and went to work elsewhere. He's never come back all these years. Then at some point, she lost her mind and became mentally ill. But she doesn't hurt anyone, so the villagers give her food from time to time, so she can survive. Listening to Jason's explanation, I sighed sympathetically. Life has been so hard for her. Jason nodded. When we got home, I noticed that Jason's wrist was covered in marker stains. I asked curiously, weren't you supposed to go to the village chief's house? How did you get all those marker stains? Jason looked at his wrist and smiled. The village chief's grandson was home, so I played with him for a while. I must have gotten stained by accident. As I listened to his explanation, my suspicions grew deeper, but I had no concrete evidence. During lunch, Jason's mother prepared many bland dishes for me and kept serving me more, saying how pleased she was with me. I didn't respond, and the atmosphere became awkward. After lunch, I went to take a nap. Though I lay down and closed my eyes, I wasn't actually asleep. Shortly after, I saw Jason quietly push open the door to my room, pick up my phone, and examine it. My internal alarm bells went off immediately. Jason was definitely acting strangely. More accurately, his entire family was acting strangely. Unfortunately, I had no way to escape right now. Only after Jason put my phone down and left did I pick it up and check which pages he had viewed. He had looked at my contacts list, and he had lingered on that page for a long time. Clearly, he was trying to memorize contact information. I let out a quiet scoff. Just then, I heard children playing outside the window. I went out and saw a few children playing. When they saw me, they stopped their games and looked at me curiously. To them, I was a stranger. I pulled out some chocolates from my pocket and distributed them. The children shyly came forward to take the chocolates. I smiled at them. Children, which of you is the village chief's grandson? A small boy was putting chocolate in his mouth when he heard my question. He looked disdainfully at me and said, "The village chief doesn't have a grandson. The village chief doesn't even have a son. He only has 2 granddaughters." My face changed instantly. So Jason was lying to me. He had rushed out, but it wasn't to visit the village chief. It was to meet his precious son, wasn't it? Just at that moment, the crazy woman I had seen on the hillside earlier suddenly appeared in front of me again. But unlike her frantic, agitated state from this morning, she now looked very serious. She said, "Run away quickly, or you'll be forced to have children."